Hey guys, this is Cheyenne, where I'm unique, so to speak, just like you. So today's video, we're going to delve into energy. And in my last video, I talked about the dangers of your self-saboteur and like how to use your self-saboteur for your advantage. I wanted to do more like an energetic series, and I might make this like a specific playlist where I specifically talk about energies and the importance of energy, just so you guys can get a feel of what I'm talking about. Everything is energy. You watching this is energy. Me speaking to you is energy. The lights around me is energy. This is energy. This was made with energy. It has energy in it. You understand what I'm saying? It's stopping my energy. Energy is everywhere. Everything is energy, okay? What I wanted to really talk about in this video was energetic cycles. So it's one of my favorite things to talk about, and I will refer back to this video for a lot of energy videos to come. So if you're watching this for the first time, you can always use this as a point of reference. Put it on your watch later list, and let's get to it. Oh, if you haven't already and you like to talk about energies, I talk about other things on my channel, but if this is more your spiel, comment on anything that you want to comment on in this video, as long as it's appropriate, right? Be kind to others and myself included. Subscribe and like. So let's get started. Say, for instance, you're dealing with something, usually caused by a trauma. A trauma could be something as small as you dropping a water bottle and it shattering into a million pieces. Or you saw someone you loved. Oh, that's a horrible trauma.
Sure.
Traumas could be anything that happened to you in your life that is still affecting you till this day. Traumas are most likely happening in your life that you don't realize are happening, because a lot of people like to do this thing where they sweep their trauma right under the rug and pretend like it never happened. That is the most detrimental thing you can do for your growth. There are different ways you can go about healing traumas. Those that have had a huge traumatic impact on your life, I would definitely recommend you seeing someone about that. But these are like beginner steps to do things or have tools even that you can do for yourself on your own. Say for instance, oh, and by the way, I want you to realize and understand that the synchronicity of your life and my life put together has brought you to this video and has had me create this video for you. That's another part of energy, and I think that's why it's so beautiful, is because if you didn't need to watch this video, you wouldn't have found it, and it wouldn't have been sent to you.
Yeah.
And just because what I'm going to say, it could or could not resonate, or just because what I have said can or cannot resonate with you, doesn't mean that it's not for you. It just means that it's not your time to understand that perception yet. It's building up to a perception that you are going to get to. It doesn't mean that, oh, this is the wrong piece of information for me. It just means that, oh, this doesn't make much sense yet, but in a year or two, it definitely will, because I promise you, that's how this stuff works. You were brought here by an energy, as I was here talking to you about an energy. Say you're dealing with something, right? And you just uncovered that you were dealing with this problem. You've been having habits your entire life because of this trauma, but you had just discovered that this instance is why you have been behaving this way, or your energies have been putting out a specific thing. Because I promise you, if your life isn't going the way you imagined or pictured, right? And I'm not saying in a way that's like, oh my God, like this is the car I started in and I ended up in this car. I mean like, oh my God, when did I have such a best life? Oh my God, why do bad things keep happening to me? Oh my God, why is this girl luckier than I am, and I blah, 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 blah. Like all those oh my gods. I feel the intensity of people watching now, and it hasn't even posted yet, and I mean it's getting pretty serious. I am here for you guys, right? And in that sense, you most likely think that, and I promise you it's most of you watching this video, you most likely think that the traumas that you need to work on either don't bother you anymore, or you've already figured it out. Those are my favorite ones. Like, I already know what's bothering me. And I promise you, just in the way of like how this video would be made for you, and a year or two later, it just makes sense. because you've gone through different phases in life for it to make sense, is the same way where it's like, oh, like this is why it's bothering you, and you have to still get to those steps and hear, right, and understand mentally how you got there, how you used it. Because if you understand the why, as far as like what's damaging you, like the core, the heart of why, the only way to kill magic is through the heart. That's the same with trauma, right? So the core reason as to why this is happening to you, or why you react this way, or why your energies are attracting certain things, then you can start your process with healing. It sounds intimidating because I know a lot of people don't like dealing with emotional pain, and that's a part of what's messing you up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's so interesting because like a year ago, I was afraid to cry in front of people. Now, like the other week, I was watching When Harry Met Sally with my boyfriend, and I was sobbing like a baby because I just enjoyed the movie so much. Like, to feel is so wonderful. And as the videos go on, you're gonna start to really understand that aspect as far as like why emotions are so important, and understanding them determines whether you grow or not. And not even just in a spiritual sense, I mean as a person. Yeah, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about is there are different phases into the development of your like aha moment, right? I always call them like an aha moment, and I say like little miniature aha moments leading up to the big aha moment. And I would say it takes me at least 20 like miniature aha moments to get to my like, oh, I have a gained perspective of what this is. It's the same about your traumas. It's like, oh, like I don't trust people in relationships because, oh, this is a good one. So I don't trust people in relationships because I've always gotten cheated on, right? And it's like, this is going to sound crazy, you guys. When I say it, I promise it's going to make more sense. This is going to sound crazy. I don't know how else to say it other than, I'm just going to say it. Because before I explain it, it's gonna sound like I'm like pointing a finger at like, anyway, all I'm gonna say is like, oh, why do I keep getting cheated on? It's because you are the reason you keep getting cheated on. Not in a sense of you could have done this better in the relationship, you could have done this and bought this. It's not in that regard whatsoever. It's more so what your spirit is doing, right? What your mind is doing and what your behavior is doing. So, and when I say behavior, I don't mean change the way you act for someone else. Please, for the life of God, don't ever think I'm saying that. But what I'm saying is, right, your energy determines your behavior. So once you start at the core root as to why you keep attracting someone that's cheating on you, maybe your father left you at an early age. Maybe your father cheated on your mom. Maybe you don't see the value or love in yourself. And then you ask yourself, well, why does that bother me? Why is that impacting me today, right? As a person that understands, like, this is affecting me. Why is that affecting you? Why? Because that's not just that answer like, oh, this just happened, that's why I feel. There's more to it, I promise you. Whenever I work with anyone as far as spiritual work goes, and they say like, oh, well, I never take the first answer. I wait until I'm at least 10 answers deep for me to start analyzing what they're saying. Because people aren't used to digging deeper than surface for their emotions. People aren't used to digging deeper, period. And I feel that as someone that does energetic work, it's very important for me to understand, like, the fact that your father left you at an early age, or you and your mother at an early age, your mother was mad at you, she resented you, you never learned how to love yourself because your mom never loved herself, and never loving you, never truly loving your father, right? These are energies we are exposed to, right? So it's not just, oh my God, I woke up one day and all this stuff is happening to me. It's what happened in your life that you were susceptible to specific types of energy, that you started bringing types of negative, lower vibrational energy. What was happening? So you never learned, so in this theory, right, in this example, you never learned to love yourself. Right? So you're going to keep attracting men that never learn to love you. But then in doing so, right, you get hooked on the idea of like, and not you, right? Consciously, you subconsciously, the subconscious part that doesn't love herself or himself. that part is locked in, right? Because you don't know what's happening, but you know what's happening. You are aware. You're not aware, right? When your subconscious and your conscious isn't on the same page, it's like you're pushing the gas, but your subconscious is pushing the pedal. Oh, the stop pedal. The brake. I actually got that from Jen Sincero. She wrote the book, You Are a Badass, and she put that in her book, and it resonated with me for all these years. I would say I read that book like 3-4 years ago. Changed my life. You go, Jen Sincero. You go. But yeah, so if your energies are back here, but you're like, I want this, I want a healthy coping relationship, but you don't love yourself, and you're like, oh, well, they give me attention and I could be a side piece or I could be the main girl and they could have the sides or whatever. No, boo-boo, that's not love. That's not love for yourself. That's not love for your kids, if you have any. That's not love for the man you're dating. That's not love, girl. You're coming from a place of hurt. You understand what I'm saying? You're coming from a place of hurt. So that's a good example, right, as to why you would attract people that cheat on you. Okay? And when I say attract, girl, boy, they, listen, what I'm saying, that attraction itself is a long story. Okay, let me break it to you like this. You have a momentum of energy, whether it be low or high vibration. That momentum is now met with the opposing momentum. So say, for instance, if you have a lower vibration, right, but you understand why your vibration is low and you've made a decision, right, after having a conversation with self, integrating and trying to transmute the energy, basically meaning that once you figure out where your trauma truly comes from, where the core of that trauma is, you then decide, right, in this process, and we can go through the process of coping, my version of coping, what I think coping really should be. When you go through the process of coping, you find the problem, you talk about that problem to yourself, mostly, and I mean out loud, like talk to yourself out loud. You have to hear it. Your brain responds differently than if you hear something and then if you think about it. Talk to yourself. I mean, if you're uncomfortable about talking to yourself, then we have bigger problems on our hands than Billy Bob Joe cheating on you or Suzanne Marie cheating on you. If you don't feel comfortable talking to yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, making direct eye contact with people, we have more energetic work to do than what you realize, okay? You should be the most comfortable with yourself above anyone else. You understand? So I am very passionate about this because if you don't put yourself before anyone, let me put it to you this way. I guess I would say rather a body can only be happy attached to the soul. When you start to lose your core, right? And by core, I mean the root of your spirit. When you start to detach from that, you get unhappy, you get depressed, you get angry, you are having a frequency at a lower vibrational pull. And then you start attracting things that seem unfair, unjust, bad, or just is what it is. Yeah, no, you don't have to live like that. I'm sorry. That's not how life has to be. And it may seem impossible what I'm saying right now because of the type of vibrations that you have right now. But hopefully, by the end of this, I can help you in some way. Hopefully, not by the end of this video, but by the end of the journey of you watching me, I have helped you in some way. This is just the beginning. And I'm proud of you for even watching this video this far in. It means that you're on a path that you probably don't yet understand. Or you're just watching to scrutinize me, or you're watching in support of me, or anything else, any other answer could be in that pool of thought. So yes, back to the cycle. So so after you understand where the trauma comes from, you then make a decision. This is how I want to treat this trauma. This is what I want to do to transmute it. So what? You have a problem of not loving yourself and letting people use you because you don't love yourself? Okay, start loving yourself. I will start doing things for myself. That is making a change into your energetic cycle. You are there, right? Your conscience and your subconscious are kind of on the same wavelength. So it makes it easier for you to attract those types of energies that you would like. So where the energetic cycle comes in, right, is after you decided to create a coping mechanism, right? Your energetic cycle is at a turning point. There are pivotal moments. And after these moments, you will either feel victorious or defeated. If you feel defeated, you have to go back to the process. You skipped a step or something went wrong, okay? But if you feel victorious, like you've done something great, and I promise you, you're gonna know the exact moment when these energies come into play and you made a decision. For instance, and before I go into, okay, so you made a decision. There will be two energies pulling, right? Atmospherically, environmentally, there will be two energies pulling. One will be a lower vibration, one will be the higher vibration you're trying to reach for, or you're reaching. Not even trying to reach for. The higher vibration you are reaching. You've made a decision, you are reaching now for the higher vibration, right? So lower vibration, things that have been in your life, right? Higher vibration, where you're going. Okay. You made a decision, right? There's a lower vibrational decision and there's a higher vibrational decision to self, not to them, to yourself. The reason why you have to get to the root of what's happening is because once you get to that root, everything related to it will make sense. You can't just go, oh, this is the problem. I promise you it won't work that way. I would bet my left foot that it will not work that way. Not near, sorry, let me bet my left foot properly. Not nearly as effective or efficient as you finding the root cause, the root cause. You understand? You've made a decision and now you are victorious. So within that, you've chosen, either side, you have chosen what vibrational pool you want in your life. When you make that positive decision, your subconscious now understands that your body is on the same wavelength as what you were trying to put out. Now it changes its type of vibrational pool, and now different things start to happen. Better things start to happen. And those are the processes of energetic cycles. So, before changing an energy, man, I put a lot of energy into this video. Before changing an energy, you have to go into integration. And then work on transmuting that energy into something more positive if that's the route you want to go. I don't know anyone that wants a lower vibrational pool consciously, but if you guys exist, I mean, this video just isn't for you. But if you guys want to raise your vibrations and understand the importance of energy and understand the importance of having higher vibrations, having better things that you attract, having better things in your life, having better opportunities, and seeing it and understanding it as so, this is the channel for you. This is the video for you, and I'm your girl. Okay? So I think I made my point. If I didn't, by the way, if this video needs to be redone, or if I need to make a part 2, I definitely will. Leave a comment down below. If you want to see more from me, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Yeah, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. And if you feel indifferent, just give it a thumbs up. But most of all, if you feel indifferent and you gave me a thumbs up, please still comment down below like, hey, you know what? I don't really like this video that much, but I want to see what you have going on. I feel like you have more potential. Let me know what you want to hear from me, and I would gladly make that type of video for you. Okay? So, for now, see you later. Ta-ta. I'll talk to you later. Talk to your friends about me. Mwah. Love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the reason I'm doing this. I don't care if it's 1 viewer. I don't care if it's 1 million, okay? Because I know for a fact that, like, right now we're in a grand awakening process, and I'm really here to help guide. Like, I'm so happy for you guys. Not just for watching this video, but happy in a sense of, like, you are loved, right? Even if you're having trouble loving yourself, just know you are loved. At least by me. Leave a comment down below, please. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, wait. I'm sore from working out. Hold on.